2020, yeah? What an absolute meme of a year. Bro, this year's been f***ing shit. I'm not gonna be reading from a script or from any notes for this video, okay? So I apologise if it's a bit disjointed. Either way, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you guys have had a good holiday. And I figured today that I would do a cheeky little roundup of this absolutely bizarre year. So last year was, well, not 2019, let's say. 2019 was a fantastic year. Good times, pretty normal, I should say. I guess normal is fantastic now. Anyway, coming into 2020, we start hearing about this coronavirus. This corona thing, the Rona. Wasn't really clear whether it was going to be like serious or not at the time. And then steadily, over the next few months, it got a bit serious. The start of the year was great. I got to go on holiday to Egypt. I went to see Mojo in Belgium. And then it was just after my trip to Belgium where all the travel restrictions, etc. came in. After this, things started to kind of suck, man. I wasn't able to travel for work. I wasn't able to travel home to see my friends and family. Mama, I love you. I miss you. My martial arts gym also had to temporarily close. Big part of my life these days. And so suddenly, everything was very different to how things have been for the past 5 years or so. At first, just kind of went with everything that was going on. And we had no clue where everything was going to go, you know, when Corona would become like less of a serious issue. However, steadily over time, it became quite clear that it was not going away anytime soon. And all of those things that have come with Corona have been very, very difficult for me. Not being able to travel and do my event work. Primarily, I miss it because it's something that I've grown to enjoy so much, you know, over the last 5 years. I really miss being at events and doing that side of my work. I love presenting. I love meeting you guys at events. I miss watching CSGO live in person when it's being played on LAN. And I miss being involved in any of the other event projects that I often do as well. All those things to do with work, they get you down. Not seeing my friends and family, especially my mum. This has been super tough as the travel restrictions came in and then got more severe and then would get less severe. It's been kind of crazy. And so for the last year, well, no, not last year, since like whatever, January, February, March, I think, I've not been able to go back to London safely. And it's taken until now to realise that just being around those people, being able to see them regularly, that they are a support group for me. Just being able to hang out with those people, it kind of keeps you sane in a way. It becomes normality, those things. And you kind of take them for granted until they're taken away. Not being able to do martial arts, that's become a big part of my life. I love going every week. I love seeing my friends there. I love training. There's something about it, super addicted. If you've ever been into competitive gaming or gaming in general, martial arts has a very, very similar addictive quality to those things. Something you can build on, be good at. It's social, it's fun, it's a challenge, it's a game. And I haven't been able to do that. The gym originally closed for a period of a few months, then it opened again, and it's been closed now again for like a month and a bit, maybe 2. Basically, I'm just giving you guys some details on the things I mentioned that I found quite difficult this year. On top of all of these things as well, if we go back before then, when I decided that I wanted to do YouTube, Twitch, etc. properly again, and start to once again build up all of these platforms, I did it thinking 2020 would be normal. I'd be doing it around my other work, and all the other things I mentioned. Of course, when you can't do those other things, and you can't do your other work, it puts a lot of pressure on doing your YouTube, your Twitch, etc. And so that's had some level of negative effect on my creation, my creativity. These are creative outlets. And of course, you need to keep timetables and sometimes push your creativity, get through blocks, mental blocks. But having like excess pressure, which has come out of nowhere, it's a shock to the system. And it's not exactly the way you want to start up doing this type of thing again. And so all of these different factors, right? It's been super tough. 2020 has been a terrible year. I know I found it difficult. So many people close to me have found it difficult. And I know so many of you out there have struggled with it as well. I see a therapist now once a week to try to sort through all of these things in my head. Yeah, it's been super tough. Super tough. However, this video isn't supposed to be about the sadness, the bad times, and the negativity of 2020. I want the message to be about positivity, because in many ways, 2020 has also been an amazing year. A year of personal growth and challenges overcome. All those things I mentioned, right? Terrible. Like, they suck. There's no way around that. However, if you look at things from a different angle, maybe, just maybe, you can take some positives away. For instance, not being able to see my friends and my family, I would argue, has actually increased the bond between all of us. And that if we are all separate, our connection grows stronger. We grow tighter as friends. Our love for our families increases as well. Not working. Yeah, I fucking hate not doing event work. It sucks. But I've realized it's not the be-all and end-all of life. The last 5 years of my life have been insane, and perhaps it's been good to take a step back from being constantly on the road and not having any routine at all. And being forced to be at home has also given me time to, even though there's been a lot of trial and error, and there still will be, it's given me time to figure out how I want to move forward with things like YouTube and Twitch. It's taught me that I need to build up proper routines, not try and do things too fast. I've learned a lot through not being able to work this year. Not being able to train my martial arts. I've still been able to go to the gym. I can be thankful for that. And if the gym's closed down, I'll be able to work out outside. Unless the restrictions become... Who knows? But hopefully you get my point. When one door closes, another door opens. And I'm not putting this out here to try and make anyone feel bad or worse if they already don't feel good. I know it's very easy to tell people to think positively. I don't feel good all the time. I'm not positive all the time. However, it always helps to try to see the good in every situation. And I guess that's one of the ways I've tried to manage with 2020, being the absolutely crazy year that it was. Perfect. And so I plan to continue thinking like that. We'll wait out the Rona, we will beat it, I'll be able to see my friends and family again, I'll be able to work at events again, but until then, let's try our best to see the positives. And so I guess in closing, what I want to say is, 2020 has undoubtedly taken so much away from me, away from us, from you guys watching at home, many people around the world. However, if I think about things from a positive perspective, it's also given a lot to me as well. And I hope you guys can see the positive in things too. That is my 2020 roundup and my New Year's message of sorts. I've always done these kind of videos at the end of the year or on Christmas. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for supporting me, especially through this last year. Let's do this, guys. Let's smash it. Let's make 2021 an awesome year. Much love, everybody, and peace.
Yourself